Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Winning Streak. We are currently on episode 38. I'm your host, Bryson.
And I'm Zeke.
And I'm Parker.
We have missed another week due to technical Parker difficulties, Canadian difficulties. Not really his fault, though. Mike turned off or something. We don't really know, but we're hoping this week works out fine. Starting off with start bench cuts. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them for you guys.
Oh, my God.
They get views and people like them. So, first one, start bench cut, prime college QB edition, Baker Mayfield, Trevor Lawrence, Caleb Williams.
I'm going to say Baker was disgusting.
Baker was nasty.
Baker was so
Baker
gross.
had the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor was great.
Trevor winning, I feel like, puts him.
Yeah.
Trevor was one of the most winningest college quarterbacks, I think, like ever.
He didn't lose a regular season game or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was disgusting in college.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to say Baker, Trevor, Caleb.
Okay. Mine's the same.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. Next one. Start bench cut Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shea.
Start Shea.
Yeah, Shea start. Donovan's having a really good season, and it's like going unnoticed for whatever reason. And the Cavs are good. The Cavs are like 3 or 4 seed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Timberwolves are the 1 seed
Yeah, that is true.
because of Ant. So
I feel like Donovan
You could
individually.
argue it's not just because of Ant.
Well, yeah.
I would say Cat actually had the biggest role in the team just changing the entire dynamic, him not being
yeah,
I mean-
maybe.
mid this year.
I mean, half the reason they're good is Gobert stepped up too.
Yeah, his defense has
Yeah.
been really good.
Yeah, I'd say Shea, Donovan, Ant. I feel like is a solid
I also
list.
agree with that. I feel like
Okay.
Shea Donovan and then Ant would,
I feel
Ant
like
would make the most sense.
Ant could end up having a better
Of course,
career than Donovan.
he's younger and then you
Yeah.
have all that, but we're just going
Yeah.
right now.
That's fair. Start bench cut Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid. Obviously, healthy Embiid.
Healthy.
This one was a fun one that I thought of last night, actually.
Yeah, those are all just like straight
It's
MVP.
a hard one.
Yeah.
It's 3 very different players for your team. You have pure dominance, pure scoring, pure basketball.
Yeah, basketball. That's a good way
Jokic
to
is
put it.
starting for me no matter what.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, I'd say he's the most well-rounded for sure.
Easily. He's one of the most well-rounded players ever.
Jokic, Embiid, Giannis. I'm gonna say,
That's tough.
yeah,
Mhm.
I like Giannis more than I like Embiid, but I feel like that Sixers team.
I actually don't anymore. I would have said that like 2 years ago, but Giannis is kind of annoying now.
Yeah, he is
So,
pretty annoying.
at this very moment, I'm not even gonna blame the Bucks like playing like garbage on Giannis because he's having
They've
a
been good
very good
recently.
season this year. Like
Yeah.
the fact
Yeah.
that he's pretty much never been in MVP talks this year. It's kinda
He's
crazy.
super underrated this year. He's top 2 or 3
Mhm.
MVP talks right now.
He's
honestly.
having like the best regular season of his career right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know how
So who
accurate
you
that
guys
is, but
got?
he's pretty good. Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, because Embiid, just
This isn't it.
I'm gonna say
he's very good. He can score, but
That's about it. Giannis is too good of a two-way player to cut, I think.
I'm gonna say like same thing, but opposite last two, just for why not?
For
Because
VC.
I could go either way, but I'm gonna say Jokic, Embiid, Giannis,
Fair.
and
Okay.
justification. The Sixers could have been a monster
yeah,
had he
Yeah.
stayed healthy, and
That's
the
totally
Bucks.
fair.
The Bucks aren't like looking that hot,
Mhm.
you know.
So next one. Start bench cut Shaq, Hakeem, and Kareem.
Okay. Old heads. I'm sorry about this. Okay.
Yeah,
Pure-
that's why.
This list could go in so many different ways. It's
It
like
definitely
all
could.
time scoring or like dominance or like defensive. Like there's so many different ways you can take this.
Call me casual. I'm starting Shaq no matter what.
I think that's completely
Shaq's so
fair.
good.
Yeah, I think it's just what you
If
value.
we're going like pure basketball, bro, I can't get it. We're done with the 70s. Yeah, that's the worst era of basketball by a mile. So I mean, Yeah. That might be a stretch. I don't know about the 40s.
Yeah. Well, no one knows.
I mean,
yeah.
No one was watching basketball.
Bro, basketball was about to go out of business.
Yeah.
When Kareem was popping off. So
league merger.
I'm gonna go. Of course, Kareem gets he's higher all time because he has his rings and his everything. The scoring record up until a few weeks ago.
King. Yeah. My bad. Go ahead.
King Braun.
Continue. My bad.
Shaboing boy. So, and then you guys know how I feel about Hakeem. I think Hakeem was the best center of all time. If we're just pure basketball standpoint. So I'm gonna go Shaq, Hakeem, Kareem.
Okay.
And that's not my all-time ranking.
But just for the start.
Which actually, if my all-time ranking, I might have that in reverse. But we're going start bench cut.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, I'm gonna go a different way. I'm gonna say partly off an all-time and partly scoring. But if I was going pure dominance, Shaq is my number one for sure. Because that was just
no doubt.
No one has ever been more dominant in their individual sport than peak Shaq was. They literally had to.
That's why I had him first.
Yeah, you literally had to create a system to stop him. That's gross.
He still couldn't.
Yeah, that's gross.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go just to switch things up again. I'm gonna say Kareem, Shaq, Hakeem.
Okay, that's fair.
I feel like either way you go, you got to put Hakeem last. To be honest, as weird as that is to say.
Okay. So I gave you 3 of the best centers. Now 3 of the best receivers all time. Start bench cut. Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Megatron.
Ooh.
That order.
Really?
Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Megatron.
Okay.
I was thinking the same.
That's fair, actually. Honestly.
Yeah.
Megatron's.
I've seen arguments
so
about
much value, but
I've seen arguments about Randy Moss being the best receiver of all time, and I guess
fair.
It's an argument, but I don't think so. I think Jerry Rice, untouchable records. It's not like basketball. You're not gonna say we're done with the '90s in football. So
exactly.
I think his stats hold up. He played until 2004 or so.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot. The next one is the best one, I think, because you guys will have to think really hard for the next one. But start bench cut, Bam Adebayo, Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren.
Bam has done more in the league than either of them.
But we're talking start bench cut.
Yeah, start bench cut right now. Just to be specific for you Instagram haters in the comments.
The thing is, we haven't seen Victor Wembanyama on a good team, so we don't know if he would be putting up crazy points or anything.
I'm gonna say Bam, Wemby, Chet.
I'm starting Wemby.
Okay.
I'd start Wemby, Bam, then Chet.
Okay, that's gonna be an interesting one for Instagram to talk about actually, because there's gonna be people who like Chet. People are gonna start.
There's gonna be people that for sure. Honestly, I feel bad with Chet there, but. His scoring totals aren't there. He doesn't get a lot of rebounds, especially for his height.
He's
only averaging about 7.5. So
Bam has been to 2 finals and he's played good. In every playoff series he's been.
You know he'll play good. You don't know how good these guys are gonna do in the playoffs.
He's a major part of the Heat's success.
It's very fair.
Time. Yeah.
Okay, so get your guys' notes app out really quick because you're gonna have to write these down. You're not gonna remember all of them. So this is a fun one. Start 2, bench 2, cut 2. Anthony Edwards, Scotty Barnes, Alperen Sengun, Victor Wembanyama, Brandon Ingram, Domantas Sabonis.
Can you give me the list of players again so I can write them down?
Yeah. Ant, Scotty Barnes, Sengun, Wemby, Brandon Ingram, Sabonis. It's pretty hard when you really think about it.
Who's after Ingram?
Sabonis.
I think I got my 2 starters.
Oh, really?
I'm going to say start. I'm not putting 1, 2. I'm just saying start together.
Make your whole order before we
start
listening to it. I think that's the best way to do it.
That's fair. I'll talk in between for anyone who actually watches the YouTube rather than the clips.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mine is... I don't have it set in stone, but I feel like I would probably start Ant and Sabonis, bench Scotty and Wemby, and cut Sengun and Ingram.
That was literally my list.
Was it really?
Yeah, that's what
mine
I
is the exact same except for 1.
Okay, let's hear yours.
I was debating Sengun and Scotty, but I had to go with.
I can't put.
I had to go with Scott or Barney.
I said start Sabonis and Ant, bench Wemby and Bi, and cut Scotty and Sengun.
Okay.
Brandon Ingram has always been a crazy underrated player, and for what
Brandon Xavier Ingram,
midget man.
No, that's not what I was talking about.
I know.
And for what he's done, like looking at what he did against the Suns in the playoffs last year, like he was actually like really good.
Like he's KD on a worse team, honestly. He's like not at KD's level, but he's got the exact same play style, just not as good.
When he wants to take over a game, he can do it. We've seen it.
No doubt. So, that's all I got for you guys. Those will do good. So you guys can do yours now.
I'll get mine first.
Okay.
First topic of NFL free agency getting brought up today. Of many.
Okay.
Okay. So.
You're going to say going into next season?
If you were an NFL team that needed a quarterback.
Oh, okay.
Because if we're going to start bench cut, that's how we're going to do it. Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson.
Oh, damn. I like this one. Shit, I'm going to get hate for this.
I know, that's why I brought it up.
That's why, because I'm a really big Justin Fields fan still.
Fan or writer?
Fan or both.
That's hard, though, because that's two veterans who know what they're doing. And Fields is still trying to figure it out because his team hasn't done shit for him.
I think I know my order, but I'm going to wait for you.
Okay, if in the position of being a coach, like, are we talking like we have receivers ready, we have
a
team
GM.
Ready?
You're the GM.
I got a team ready
for
this
three options. You have three options on the board. You have to pick who you want to start, who you going to bench, and who do you want to cut.
This is really hard. You can go first.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like anywhere you go, you're going to get hated on like
exactly.
so hard.
That's why I picked it.
I want to say just pure consistency, decent contract. He's always been pretty solid. I'm going to say Kirk. Start.
Okay.
Bench.
I personally don't
you
think
lost
this is
me
that
a
hard.
decent contract, Kirk.
Yeah. No, honestly, that isn't
I'm not
that
taking that
45 mil is the average.
We gotta wait.
That's the average now. So,
yeah, that's like
okay.
Just because of pure like that's going up.
Just make your decision.
Okay, I'm gonna say bench Fields, cut Russ.
Really?
Okay.
Russ's contract is disgustingly bad.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's not really. That's only 3 more than Kirk's.
I know, but it's like Kirk has always been way like he's constantly been one of the most consistent QBs in the league.
That's fair. Always an MVP candidate through like week 7.
Shit,
yeah.
Week 7, yeah. He just falls off a lot though.
He gets hurt.
Yeah, he gets hurt.
Or his receivers get hurt.
Yeah.
He
gets
like,
hurt a lot though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's been getting hurt since his Washington days.
Yeah, if you give him a solid young core.
The field tore him up too.
Yeah.
I think a solid young core, he's doing really good.
Okay, but as a GM looking at it, Kirk's injuries and just bad contract, and he's like relatively
we're not talking
older.
about contracts here, really.
I'm a
honestly.
GM. He's relatively older. He's somewhat injury prone.
If you're signing Justin Fields, it's going to be on the same kind of deal.
Yeah, but he's younger.
He's also not as
I'm
good.
looking at shit. I'm gonna just for views' sake, honestly, start Fields. Bench is hard. Bench is where it gets really hard because I don't really know about this one. Because Russ and Kirk are honestly just similar at this point.
I take Kirk over Russ.
Like at this point, I'll just switch it up. I'll go Fields, Russ, Kirk, just to have a different, so we can have commentating on both of us.
I'm going Kirk, Russ, Fields.
That's fair. I figured you would, so that's fair.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Your turn, Parker.
All right.
I'm wondering how people are going to feel about that one because it's going to
–
I have no clue which way that's going to go.
It
depends whose algorithm it hits.
Honestly.
If it hits Bears fans, you guys are screwed. But if it hits anyone else in the league,
half the Bears fans already turned on Justin Fields.
Yeah,
so.
half of
it's
them,
been changing recently. I've been seeing a lot more Fields.
A lot of people, some people are starting to get excited about Caleb. So it's like,
a lot of them are like, it's really split.
That or they could trade down now that the Vikings and the Raiders don't have a quarterback.
All right, start bench cut: Paolo, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Julius Randle.
Defensive Player of the Year removed by 1 year.
He's been way different this year.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
I'm going between Randall and Paulo. It's kind of hard.
Julius Randle's having an underrated year.
He is, but so is Paulo. He's really good. Magic is 4th seed right now.
Yeah, but...
And he's like one of the only players actually doing crap on that team.
That's not really fair to some.
The whole team is doing good, but he's breaking out.
It's just the entire. He's. My bad.
It's hard. Those two players are really hard to pick between. I know I'm cutting Jaren Jackson Jr. I'll say it again for my list, but I'm cutting him.
That's what I'm going with as well.
But this is hard to pick between them. You go first. I'll just go.
I'm going because I listen to Ken Carson. I'm going with Julius Randle, even though he was dissing him. Julius Randle, Paulo, and then I'm going JJJ.
Okay, I'll go Paulo, Julius Randle, and then Jaren Jackson Jr. All right. I think either way is fair. Honestly, you can't really say it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So getting into blind player stats. Mine, player 1 averaging 21.6, 3.4, and 5.5 on 45.7% field goal and 38.3% 3-point shooting. I'll go over these again and give you the splits. Second player, 26.1 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game, 5.6 assists per game, 50% shooting, 41% from 3. So player 2 averages 5 more points, 2 more rebounds, 0.1 more assists on 5% better shooting and 3 better 3-point shooting.
I'm going to go player 2.
I'm going player A.
Okay.
Or player 1.
Player 1 was Cavaliers Kyrie Irving, and player 2 was Mavericks Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Just up until this point. It's been relatively similar, like how long they've been there. So, just interesting one.
I like it.
It's better on the Mavs, I think, than or no. Better on the Cavs.
You want to do yours?
Yeah, I got a fun one. I like this.
Do you guys think, just really quick, do you guys think Kyrie is more overshadowed by Luka, or was he more overshadowed by LeBron at the time?
The media literally tried to make it like he was actually LeBron's Robin, like his son too. Like it was weird.
Yeah.
So,
but no one even talks about Kyrie on the Mavs.
They don't. It's just because he's like,
He's averaging 20 something. He's doing good. But okay.
I honestly feel like he's not talked about at all on the Mavs.
He isn't.
Which is like kind of weird to me because he's.
It is. He's still really good.
He's the best second option in the league right now.
Easily, yeah.
All right, my blind stats. This could be from any season ever.
Oh.
So, but it's like one specific season for both of these players.
Okay.
So historic one. So player A averaged 19, 4, and 10.5 on 51% field goal. Player 2 averaged 35, 5, and 4 on 45% field goal. So player B, 16 more points. Player B, 1 more assist. Player A, player B, 1 more rebound. And player A had 6.5 more assists. Player A had 6% better field goal.
35 points is a lot.
Yeah. That was player A,
Assist
right?
is good.
Player B had 35.
I'm going player B because 35 points is a lot.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with that.
So, player A was 2006 MVP season, Steve Nash.
Okay.
Player B was Kobe Bryant, 2006.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a pretty crazy one, honestly.
That year should have been Kobe's.
Oh,
the first year,
no
though,
doubt.
people argue that Steve Nash's first year shouldn't have been MVP, but he took that team from like 24 wins to 62.
Yeah.
So,
I just thought that was a fun one because that's
That's
continuously debated.
Yeah, I love the MVP. Like
I don't know if you really think about it, though, 6.5 assists more
is a lot.
If you,
it is
that's
quite a bit.
Minimum.
That's valuable player for
That's
a
like
team.
That's
13
13 points. So if
Yeah.
you're going off a total, Kobe would have been 42 points total or something like that. It was 4 assists a game?
Yeah,
5.
Kobe had 5 assists.
Oh, 5.
No, Kobe had 4 assists,
4 assists,
5
5
rebounds.
boards, yeah.
Still, though, honestly.
They're pretty close on combined points, so a little bit, not that close. Like still like a 10-point difference, but the Lakers also sucked that year, so I wonder why. Let me get into mine. Okay, player A averaged 17.2 points a game. Was actually current, so still averaging 17.2 points per game. 7.8 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 54% shooting, 40% from 3, and 2.6 blocks. Player B is averaging 20.8, 9.1 rebounds, 4.9 assists, 53.7% and 1 steal.
I'm going to say player B.
I'll go player A.
Okay. Player A is Chet, and player B is Sengun.
Oh, okay.
He's now injured. Also, I don't know if those stats are that current because they're like a week old.
I was thinking it was Chet and
I don't
Wemby.
think they could have changed that much.
Probably not that much.
I knew one of them was Sengun because I was looking at his stats a while ago.
Yeah.
So when you said 40% from 3, I was like, wait.
Yeah.
It's too exact. Like, you got to know. If it's an exact number, I can usually pick up who it is.
Yeah.
So, getting into rate the player's season 1 through 10. So, Sengun is number 1.
Well, now that he bent his knee in backwards.
Just give what his season was, I guess. It was like an 8 or a 9 up until that.
I'll give him an 8. I'm deducting a point because he got injured.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That kind of hurt his season, which isn't his fault, but it just...
No.
I'm going to say 8.5. He's having a really good, underrated season.
Okay. Austin Reeves.
7.
I'll give him like a 7.5. He's been a pretty big part of the team this year. Jaylen Brown.
I'd give him
8.5.
Yeah, I'd say like an 8. I still think his contract was a bit ridiculous, but they kind of had to hold him.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're not where they are right now. So I feel like him performing really well, like how he did against the Warriors the other day, was actually kind of gross.
Yeah.
So I feel like probably 8 is fair.
Okay. I'll give him like
He's been getting the MJ comparison all week for not having a left hand.
Yeah.
I'll give him like a 2 because I hate the Celtics. Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah. Come bucket.
I'll give him like a, I don't know.
He's lived up to his words.
7.5, 8.
Yeah.
He's been a really good role player for his team, so I'll give him an 8.
I don't know. I gave Austin Reeves a 7, so I'll give him an 8.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd say an 8. I mean, he backed up his talk to Steve Kerr.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. And then Josh Giddey. I'm giving him a 15.
I'll say 15, yeah.
No, I'll give him like a 6, realistically.
Yeah. I'd
He's
say
had
like
a pretty bad season.
5. He's kind of like he's kind of like a meh player on a team that could be like
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fair. So, next topic. Now, this segment might actually throw you guys off a little bit, considering I'm only giving you guys one guess each. Name the team based on their starting 5 point per game.
Okay.
Their point guard is averaging 5. Shooting guard, 12.2. Small forward, 20.3. Power forward, 23. Center, 5.5.
So small forward, power forward.
And this is a starting NBA lineup today?
Yeah.
Point guard is everything.
The past few lineups.
Point guard is everything. 5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Over the last
23
I think
and 25
over the last
for this
6 games, he's averaged 5.5, so that's good.
No, it's a big come up.
So
just to give you an immediate hint, it is a rookie, to be fair.
I figured.
So small forward, power forward.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a bad team if their rookie is starting.
I wouldn't go that far. At all.
Rookie point guard is weird.
Magic.
It is weird. Okay, yeah. Orlando Magic is your team. They're starting Anthony Black instead of
I figured.
Cole Anthony.
I put it together. I was like, okay. As soon as I heard it, I was like,
yeah.
Power forward is Paulo.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that one just made sense to me. And it's Franz Wagner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I was like, they're starting Anthony Black. That's what I figured. Yeah. I put it together.
Yeah, that threw me off.
It's fair.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and then Goga Bitadze or whatever.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Yeah.
They really need a center. If they got like
They do.
Bam or someone, dude, they'd be insane.
Imagine.
So, pick a duo. It's an all-time legend for the team with a current player from the team. So, KD and Shea on OKC, KG and Ant on the Timberwolves, AI and Embiid on the Sixers, or CP3 and Zion on the Pelicans.
Shea and KD.
Okay.
Although, Lob City, Chris Paul,
that'd be
and
pretty
Zion,
insane,
it would be
dude.
cool. I don't know how successful it would be, but it would be really
It would
same
just
thing.
be
like
Blake Griffin, but like
more athletic.
Yeah.
Yes.
And not white.
no, not more. I wouldn't say more athletic. Blake Griffin,
I don't
prime,
know.
is one of the most athletic people I've ever seen.
He was just like, he was a little bit taller too.
Yeah.
Barely.
I guess.
Blake Griffin was really athletic.
Yeah, but like his vertical wasn't like. I don't know if they're
verticals. We're gonna have to look at that because I don't know.
I don't know. Side by side, they might be pretty similar. Like,
it would be similar though.
Also, Zion weighs like 100 more pounds.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Just for why not, just to mix it up. And I said the same thing I think last week. I'm gonna say KG and because I respect both of them.
I still just can't believe AI and Embiid isn't like the. I expected that to be the main option because that's an insane duo if that ever happened. I hate both players, but that's a crazy duo.
I don't know how well AI would work in the modern NBA.
They're both just short side.
Yeah,
they're both really ball dominant, which is like.
But he was very good, so that might be. Don't take that the wrong way, everyone that saw that. I don't think he would be asked. He just like.
I might leave that in. I'll make it so it looks like you are calling him ass.
I just feel like they're
actually. Can you just cut that whole clip?
I feel like they're just. I don't think their play styles merge that well, to be honest.
That's fair. He wasn't ever like a huge assist guy, really. Like so.
Yeah, that's where my mind goes.
And then getting into one of our more controversial topics: top 10 NBA players right now.
Okay.
So I'll just go in my order first. Unfortunately, in order because I know people are gonna be all on that.
Include the part where Embiid.
First.
Yeah. Before we start, Embiid is not on our list due to his injury. Like, we're not counting Embiid. Like,
honestly, if you want to think about it like this, think about it this month.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, actually, no. Wait, because I have Jalen Brunson on here, and he got.
Okay. Yeah. Just forget Embiid, guys. Just leave Embiid out. So.
Do you guys want to remove Jalen Brunson for the same reason, or no?
Okay. No, it doesn't matter. Top 10 NBA players right now, excluding Joel Embiid. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Giannis, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jason Tatum, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards. Honorable mention, Wemby.
Did I miss LeBron on there? Or is LeBron on?
LeBron's not on mine.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's completely fair to have him. Yeah. I just don't.
I think it's fair not to have him. He's on the back end of my house.
He's on a bad team.
I'll go ahead and say mine. I got Jokic first, Luka second, Shai third, Jason Tatum fourth. Very underrated season this year, Jason Tatum.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Celtics are probably the best team in the league.
That stat from yesterday, though, they don't beat the great teams, the top teams. But
I guess.
Continue, though.
I had Giannis fifth. He's having an insanely underrated season.
Mm-hmm.
Sixth, another guy having an underrated season, Donovan Mitchell. Then I had KD, who's been playing good all year.
Yeah.
Average KD year. Eighth, I had LeBron because he's still very good despite the rest of his team being mid. Except for AD, played really good last night. That was an insane stat line. 9, I had Jalen Brunson. Not really because I think he's an actual top 10 basketball player, but because he's the reason the Knicks are that good, and he's very good at basketball. So there's that. And then I had Curry at 10th because I feel like you take Curry away from that team, and I don't know if
that's fair.
They're really going to be winning very many games this year. Like they'd be
Pistons.
The Pistons, yeah, that's literally what I was about to say.
Okay. My number 1, I had Jokic. 2, I had Shai. 3, I had Luka. 4, Giannis. 5, Tatum. 6, underrated season, Donovan Mitchell. 7, I had KD. 8, I had Kawhi. 9, I had Book, also having a really underrated season, and his averages are up there with guys like Tatum and Mitchell. Where was I? And 10, I had Braun.
Okay, that's fair. Those will be interesting.
I kind of like how it's a little mixed around. I mean, like the top 3 have just
been
the
top 5 aren't debatable, really.
Yeah, I mean,
Jokic,
5 is pretty interchangeable, but like top 4, I feel like you gotta have the same guys.
Shai, Jokic, Luka.
Yeah.
Embiid. Or not Embiid, Giannis.
Embiid. Tatum at 4.
Yeah, top
I guess
3.
That's fair.
Yeah, top 3 you can't.
Top 3 should be the same 3 guys.
So, discussion question. Who would win a final series without a top 75 player? MJ, LeBron, or Kobe Bryant? Who would be the most likely to do it?
Most likely?
Without like their
realistically,
without a top 75 player with them. I'm saying LeBron because
who's least likely?
The dude most likely.
Basically did it. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say Braun. We never know what would have happened with
Braun hasn't
LeBron was the closest to doing it by
think
far.
of how
07, I guess, would be the year.
Think of how many times Braun dragged like
shitty
a team
Cavs
full
teams.
of bums, like literal bums.
He made the finals once without a top 75 player.
Like he dragged that Cavs team by pure will. We never know what MJ would have done.
Yeah,
Kobe,
though,
we saw. So.
Yeah, but
Kobe, truly the least likely out of them. Honestly,
I would say so. Honestly,
because
Kobe would stat pad, but like team success
go,
wouldn't happen.
The years where he didn't have a top 75 player,
it was bad.
That Lakers team
they
was
were
garbage.
like god awful, and it was because he was a shot checker. But
Jordan's years without like a top 75 player were horrible for team, but great for him. Like not great, but good for him.
I don't know. He has some of the best statistical seasons of all time.
And then just all of LeBron's years have just been great all around. So it's just hard to exclude him from that. Like being the number one who would do that. I'd say LeBron for sure, no doubt, would be the most likely.
I feel like in the mid 90s without Scottie, I feel like he could have dragged that team there.
I don't think he's individually beating a team like the frickin' Jazz. I don't think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. No, especially that late in his career.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more like. I feel like they probably could have beat the Trailblazers without him in '92.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or was it '93? No, that was '92.
The Blazers team.
I think, of course, without Scottie, they'd probably still have another guy on the team, but I'm not top 75. They could bring in another like solid player.
Yeah, that's fair. So you would say MJ?
No, I'm going with Bron, but I think MJ was pretty close.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like MJ could do it. That's what I'm trying to say.
So
that's fair.
Get your notes out again really quick. This one's not as bad, but there's 5 players. So this one is a little tiny bit confusing, not really. It's random category ranking. So I'm going to give you guys 5 players. I'm not going to tell you the category at all.
We have to find the category.
And you have to list them in order before I tell you the correct category.
Oh, okay.
So your players, in random order, obviously. Tony Snell.
Okay.
If you say Scotty Barnes, bro.
Dana Barros.
Okay, I feel like I know where you're going with this.
Steph Curry. Kyrie.
I think I got it already.
Grayson Allen.
Free throw percentage?
I'm not going to tell you the category.
I was thinking.
That's not it, even though.
I was thinking like 3-point, but.
I'm not going to say any category hints or anything until you guys just have to use context clues and just guess. Work together on this. It's not an individual one.
Well, what do you think of the category is? I was thinking like 3-point or true shooting.
3-point makes sense. My first thought was free throw because Curry's a 90% career, and so is Kyrie. And Tony Snell went 2 seasons without missing a free throw. So
that's true.
And then I think Grayson Allen's also very good. Okay.
I feel like it's along that line.
If you guys put them in the right spot, I'll tell you that, but I'll say you have to adjust the other ones. It's like if you get the right if like you say the number 1 player and put them as number 1, I'll say that's correct. Just so you know.
I feel like Steph is probably number 1.
And you guys gotta agree before I let you know.
Dana Barros is such a random name. I feel like he has to be like
is a random name.
High on the list or something.
I was thinking he's like 3rd.
Seems about right. Okay.
What is your list? I got a sound list right now.
Okay.
I just feel like general list. I said Steph, Tony Snell, Barros, Kyrie, Grayson Allen.
Sounds about right. Honestly.
You going with that?
Yeah.
Can you say it again?
Steph, Tony Snell, Barros, Kyrie, Allen.
You got Steph Curry first, and that's it.
Wow, okay.
Okay. So Steph first.
This is a fun one, actually. I really like this segment.
So Steph, and
this
then
is
the
going
rest
to be
is wrong.
A very reoccurring one, just so you guys know.
Okay.
Because I can use this a million times and not run out of topics.
Yeah, this is a good one. Steph?
You're going to like the next one, Parker. It's funny as hell.
Okay.
Okay. So Steph, Dana Barros, Grayson Allen, Kyrie, and then Tony Snell.
You agree with that?
I'll go with the same thing.
You got Steph first, Dana Barros second, Grayson Allen third.
Okay, so then it's...
Just re-say it for the clip's sake.
Okay, so then it's Steph Curry, Dana Barros, Grayson Allen, Tony Snell, and then Kyrie.
That is the order of their 3-point shooting percentage.
So I was right.
So Parker was correct.
Okay.
It's obviously not like the top 5, but it's like where they would rank on a list with each other. So, next topic. This one's funny. Who tweeted it?
That's a funny one. That's a funny one.
So, first one.
I feel like one of them is going to be like KD's, bro.
Eventually, it for sure will be.
Some bathwater related.
Yeah, bathwater.
I almost put that one. I'm glad I did.
I got it so quick. I'm an expert.
I knew you would.
Horrific
okay.
tweets.
First one. Have y'all ever tasted y'all's significant other breast milk asking for
Josh
a friend?
Hart.
Josh Hart tweeted that one.
Josh Hart. I love that dude.
Okay, this one's hilarious. Blessed to be able to say I played with the GOAT at Larry Fitzgerald my rookie year. Miss you LF with a picture of Brittany Griner. This is a real tweet from an NFL player. This is a dead ass tweet.
Can you repeat it?
Blessed to be able to say I played with the GOAT at Larry Fitzgerald my rookie year. Miss you LF with a picture of Brittany Griner on it. I don't know if he was joking or what he was. If he thought it was.
So I'm assuming the player played for the Cardinals. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to look for an obscure rookie receiver that only played 1 season with the Arizona Cardinals. Well, actually, no. I guess he. Okay.
I don't even think it'll be who you're thinking of because it's so absurd that this person would say that.
Is it Kyler?
Kyler Murray said that one. Yeah, that one was Kyler Murray. I don't know.
I had a feeling. I remember he said some like really messed up tweets. Bro, I didn't think that would be him.
He had to have like taken a picture of it and just saw the dreads and accidentally clicked the picture.
I don't even know, dude.
That or it was like an inside joke in the locker room.
That's what I'm thinking it must have been, dude. There's no
that's
way.
Funny, dude. That's really funny.
That's funny,
dude. So, last one. This player tweeted, "Another day, another opportunity. But when the Queen's death was #1 trending in the world."
I know. I feel like I know this. I know it.
It's so messed up, honestly. That one's just like,
that's really
come on.
That's like something like a Draymond would say.
It is NBA. I'll give you that.
Is it Patrick Beverly?
It's not Patrick Beverly.
Dude, I swear he's.
Pat Bev has tweeted some crazy stuff.
I think I might have saw an edit of him saying that because he got signed like on that day or something.
Yeah.
It's a point guard. I'll give you that.
Oh, it's a point guard? Okay.
It's Dame, isn't it? It's Dame?
No, it's not Dame. That's a good guess.
I think you know who it is. You just can't like remember exactly who.
Parker, you can't cook.
It's a really good.
You too bad on the
really good point guard
winning percentage ones last week, so you have to get me back by knowing tweets better than me.
I know. I got the 2.
Very good point guard.
Very good point guard. Kyrie.
Not Kyrie.
Dude, I think I've seen an edit of every single one of these players saying
I know, dude. I've watched these highlights like the montages on like the
reels. Worst tweets.
Very good point guard.
Bad team.
Bad team. Good point guard. Bad team. Why am I blanking?
Trey Young said another day, another opportunity when the Queen died. She did not get another day or opportunity. So, moving on. Can you guys? This is a little hard. I'll give you guys 3 chances each. So you guys can work together and use 6, or you can try to beat each other. Which 3 NFL franchises have never picked first overall?
Oh, the Ravens.
The Ravens.
Seahawks.
The Seahawks.
And
goddamn
the. You want to throw out a guess, Parker? I'm not gonna.
Not really. Ravens, Seahawks. I knew the Ravens.
I actually also got the Ravens and Seahawks when I first saw this, but I also did not get this third team.
They post up the stat like every year, so I feel like
I couldn't think of it for whatever reason. I don't know why. And it makes sense though when you think about it. But I just didn't think of it.
I can't think of like recent.
I almost slipped up and said Steelers, but that's not true. They drafted Terry Bradshaw.
I'll just give you a hint. This team's had a pretty rough offseason so far.
The Broncos.
The Broncos are the last team. Good pick. So, Parker, fun one for you, actually.
Okay.
For 2 of the teams, I guess. But can you guys name me the top 10 worst win percentages in the last 10 years between NFL, NBA, and NHL? No MLB because there were no teams bad enough, actually.
Worst win percentages?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cardinals.
The Cardinals are not on this list.
The Browns.
Okay.
The Browns are number 5. I should probably put the numbers while I'm
only
doing
number
this
5 is actually kind of crazy.
NHL teams.
The Coyotes on there.
The Coyotes are on there. They are number 8.
That makes sense.
Okay. Who was really bad? Who's just like genuinely bad? The Lions? They make that list?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Lions are not on there.
Really?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. They were always okay. That stretch.
Yeah.
That was actually a bad guess. I'm sorry, guys.
Wait, NBA? NBA too?
NBA. The Pistons.
Pistons are number 3.
The Orlando Magic.
Magic are number 6.
Okay, you're cooking.
I woke up.
Pistons, Magic.
Dude, I almost slipped up and said Spurs. Dude, that would have been bad. They only had like 3 bad.
I was gonna say Wizards, but I feel like they're not because I'd rather be able
to. So number for teams you haven't gotten yet, 1, 2, 4, 9, and 10 are all NFL.
Browns not being on there messed me up because I just assumed they were
there's
gonna
one
be
more hockey team, and that's about it.
I'm trying to think of the hockey team.
I can give you a hint. That would basically give it away, though.
Hockey team.
They beat your team recently.
Oh, is that the Buffalo Sabres?
The Buffalo Sabres. I was going to say the Buffalo Sabres
because they've been kind of garbage.
Yeah, that makes sense. I should have thought of that earlier.
I was like about to say it. Too.
Yeah, Buffalo is number 7.
Buffalo's always been like mid.
Yeah. So just NFL left really, which is crazy.
The Giants.
The Giants are number 4.
The Jets.
The Jets are number 2.
Yeah. Okay, we're still missing number 1, right?
Yeah. Number 1.
Forward.
Oh my bad.
I just looked no good.
The Jaguars.
Jags are number 1.
Yeah.
Wow, that kind of surprised me.
Super bad. It did surprise me a little bit too, but when you think about it, I guess.
Yeah.
They were only good in like 2017, and
so
you're just
year,
missing
2 years ago.
9 and 10, I think.
9 and 10. Okay.
Both NFL.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's like bad NFL teams? The Raiders.
Raiders are not there.
I was just thinking recency bias.
The Broncos.
Broncos are not there.
Really?
They were decent in those 10 years,
yeah, they haven't touched the playoffs since 2016.
The
so that's what
Texans.
I was but they were really good before that.
Texans are not there.
No, not the Texans. Not the Texans.
These teams were mid this year. I personally wouldn't consider either of them bad. They had potential, but they both were mid this year.
Mid teams.
2 quarterbacks that I like. Randomly.
No, that doesn't make sense. I was about to say something stupid.
The Rams were like really bad for a stretch of those years. So
I don't think it's
but the Rams. They've been too good too recently.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bucks, but that doesn't make sense.
No, they were okay with Jameis for a few years.
I'll give you a hint. It's 2 quarterbacks that you hate that I really like.
The Bears.
The Bears are number 9.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't know why we didn't think of that sooner.
What was the other guy that I really hate? I don't hate that many quarterbacks, so.
You hate on this one a lot. Specifically because I like him so much.
Quarterbacks you like?
Don't bullshit me when you get in and say you don't hate on this quarterback because you do all the time.
Come on. The Titans?
No. I guess he didn't start all year, technically, whatever.
What's that supposed to mean?
As for quarterback.
What?
He's in the Cowboys division, bro.
The Commanders.
Commanders number 10. Sam Howell is who I was referencing.
He's getting replaced in a month.
After this one, I'll let you do your segment, and then do you have any other ones?
I don't.
Okay, so this one you guys are really going to want to work together.
Okay.
Name me every 25-point-per-game duo since 2000.
Since 2000. Braun, Kyrie.
Braun and Kyrie are on there.
Steph, Clay.
Yeah.
Steph and Clay are not on there.
Okay.
Close though.
Since 2000.
I thought
Kobe and Shaq.
Kobe and Shaq.
Kobe, Shaq.
You almost had it with your other guess.
This one might be pushing it.
Steph and KD.
Steph and KD.
Yeah, that one was light. LeBron and AD.
LeBron and AD are on this list. Good guess.
LeBron and D Wade.
LeBron and D Wade.
That's a good one.
Y'all are getting. You haven't missed one.
How many?
Start naming good LeBron teammates.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think we ran out.
Wait.
Kobe and Pau Gasol.
Kobe and Pau Gasol.
I think Pau Gasol was a little short of that.
Yeah, he was a little bit short.
I was hoping maybe he had a good season.
I was just gonna say Kyrie and Luka, but Kyrie's averaging like 22.
Yeah, that one was really close, but no.
Kyrie and KD.
Kyrie and KD are on this list. Great guess.
Okay. What's Maxey
how many are
averaging?
There's
Maxey
5 more.
That, but I don't know if they count.
Maxey, Embiid. No,
Maxey.
They're not counting that. Okay.
Okay.
Book and KD.
Book and KD are not on there.
Really?
They would be at the end of this year. But
Yeah, but it's not yet.
Oh, it's not like current?
No, it's not current.
Oh, okay.
I'd put that together at some point. I don't know.
Yeah.
One was very recent.
What numbers are left?
There's 5. They're not in order. One was very recent.
5.
The other 4 were.
Harden.
The other
Russ.
4 are going to be kind of hard to get. Close, but no.
Close, but no. Russ and KD.
Russ and KD are on this list.
Okay.
I was thinking Russ was a bit under when they were together. I don't know.
That was the last time you guys can use KD, by the way. There was a lot with KD.
Yeah.
There was like 4 different duos with KD.
We're not allowed to use KD anymore?
There isn't anymore.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like, is there really that many more?
One is a big man duo that I would not have thought of.
Big man duo.
They were a crazy duo for a little bit.
Like recent or
No.
No.
Is it Tim Duncan and
No?
I was thinking Tim, but I was like, none of his teammates
Tim
average
Duncan
that much.
and no, Tim Duncan's not on there.
Tim
right?
Duncan's not on here.
I was gonna say there's year Tony Parker, but up 25.
Yeah,
no.
Good guess.
Big man combo. What? I don't know. It's mixing me up.
Yeah.
It's a little bit harder until you get it, and then you're like, damn, I'm really stupid.
Is KG and Paul Pierce on here?
No.
That's a good guess.
I don't really know Paul Pierce's.
I can give you guys hints
I don't
if
think
you
they were
want.
that good.
I think it was like 20 at top.
The hints would give them away, though, probably, but I can give you guys decent hints.
I feel like we don't need hints. I feel like we should be able to figure this out.
yeah.
There's 4
I'll
more.
cut the hints. Yeah, there's 4 more.
Okay.
I'll give you one hint just to get one out of the way. One was last year that you guys should know.
Maybe we should know this. Who?
Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Tatum and Jaylen Brown
That
last
makes
year.
sense. That makes sense.
There's one player on 2 of the remaining ones.
One player on 2, so really good player.
Good scorer.
Good scorer. Is it James Harden and anyone? No.
Nope.
That's where James Harden
a little bit
has been on there.
I don't know. I wouldn't say a little bit before, but I guess so, kind of.
Not.
You guys want the hints or no?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead and give us a hint.
The player who is on 2 of them played for the Knicks and Nuggets, and the player in the other duo. The other duo is my bad. The other duo is a Pelicans duo.
Pelicans duo.
The big man duo. You should know this.
So
is it Brandon Ingram and Zion? Because I was
Yeah,
like, I don't
AD,
consider Brandon Ingram a big.
AD
and DeMarcus Cousins.
AD and
Damn
Boogie.
it, dude! You stole it out of me,
Parker had
bro.
it first.
That's a lob.
AD and Boogie.
He was struggling to get the.
Okay,
No, I knew
now get the
fucking
last
Boogie did.
2. Same player for both of them.
Like, who was I saying?
They're kind of interesting ones.
So
Same player for the.
same player
The
throws.
player
me off
played
a bit.
for the Knicks and Nuggets, but he played with the
is it
Nuggets for
Melo?
both of these. Yeah.
Melo
And AI.
Melo and AI is one of them.
Okay, and then
Melo.
I love this other one. It's kind of funny.
Melo and
who?
Dude, what?
I'm trying to think of Melo teammates.
In Denver. That's weird.
I think. I might be wrong.
I was going to say Linsanity. But...
Amari Stoudemire?
Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah, that would have been on the last one. Not on Denver.
Yeah.
Nice one. So, you want to do yours before we get into these damn trade talks?
This one is, at this very moment...
Did you keep up with the trades throughout this or no?
There hasn't been anything crazy, I don't think. I
fine.
can double check right after
Just double check while I'm going through them, but go ahead first. Do your topic first.
Gus Edwards to Chargers.
He's dropped it on us early. Damn. What the heck?
Okay, my bad.
Dang.
That's going to be...
In order, name the top 5 players by total 3-point attempts this season.
3-point attempts.
3-point attempts.
In order?
Yeah.
Why we gotta put it in order?
Is Jordan Poole up there?
No.
Is Steph on there?
Yes, he's
second.
number 1.
Oh,
is Clay on there?
Yeah. So I'll give you that.
Okay.
He's your first one, because after that, I'll give you one number and then you can get it. I felt that one was obvious.
I'm just gonna keep guessing until I get the right number.
I'm just thinking of shot checkers. Is Clay up there?
Yes, he is up there.
Oh.
Yeah, Clay.
I was surprised.
Is he 4th?
No.
5th?
Yeah.
3rd?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Clay's up there.
Is Luka on there?
That makes sense.
Second?
Yes.
Is Michael Porter Jr. on there?
No.
Is Trae Young on there?
No.
Yes.
Is Tyrese Halliburton on there?
No.
Grayson Allen?
No.
Oh, that's a good guess. Is KD on there?
No. 4 isn't that hard. 5 might be a little bit hard. I was a little surprised he was up there.
Is James Harden?
No.
Who shoots a lot of threes?
Kyrie?
No. Getting closer, though.
Tyrese Maxey?
No.
I was going to say Cat.
That'd be funny. I'm just, listing them out to get some out of the way.
I'm blanking on it for some reason. I'm trying to think of who
this
shoots a
guy's
lot
star
of threes.
player,
Star player? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown?
No.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I'm just, Jalen Brunson?
No.
No, I'm just throwing.
He's just throwing out every name.
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
literally.
Fox?
No.
I'm literally.
I'm really lost here.
I'm just throwing out stars right now to get them off my head.
Going. Because for some reason I'm not.
Damian
Lillard?
Yes.
Oh, he's 4th or 5th? 4th. Okay.
4th? Really? Okay.
Damn. That makes sense.
Is the 5th player star?
Is the 5th player not a point guard or
no,
guard?
he's not a point guard.
Is he a guard at all?
No.
No?
I don't know. You could say he plays shooting guard sometimes, but not really.
So he's a small forward.
I would say he's a small forward.
Kawhi?
No.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Not a star player, by the way.
It's not?
No.
Oh, dude.
Has he ever been a star?
No.
No?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is he new?
No, he's been in the league for
Oh, no.
probably gotta be pushing it's probably 9th season.
9th?
He's been in the league.
What the hell?
That might not be accurate, but he's been in the league.
He's been in the league.
I do not know.
East or West?
He is in the East Conference.
East.
I blanked on that. I don't know. Yeah, he's been in the league.
I don't think I'm gonna get it with these hints. He's been in the league for that long. He's never been a star. I don't think I can guess.
He's in the
He
East.
got traded recently.
Recently?
Wait. No, I don't. Wait. Ignore that. Okay, if this helps, he has a similar name to somebody else in the league.
What?
Josh Allen.
No.
Nikola Jovic.
You're getting very close, but
It might be on my Heat then.
no, not in that way.
Is it Jokic?
No.
I didn't think so. I was gonna say there's no way. He definitely doesn't play shooting guard.
Jovic has been in the league for a year, but I was just thinking based off the name.
I don't know, honestly.
Hold on, we got this.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. The reason I said that Jovic was close is the kind of name he has.
Oh, Dario Saric?
No. What kind of big is that?
I was just thinking the itch.
I literally have no clue.
I mean, that's a part of it.
The itch. Think of the guys that name and an itch.
I don't know. Actually, I don't. I want to know now.
You guys give up?
I give up.
God, I can get this.
I think you can get it.
I know we
I'm
can,
feel
but I can't
stupid
do it
if
right
I don't
now.
get this. East itch. Is he a Euro? He's obviously a Euro.
This is so annoying. I can't get this one.
Fuck, dude. I should know this. I literally know this. I'm going to feel stupid when I don't get this.
Yeah, I give up. I feel like we should get it from him.
Bogdanovic.
I was gonna. I swear to God,
dude, I should have known
when
that.
I looked at you, I was like, no, Bogdanovic ain't there. Craziest NFL free agency ever. Starting off, Baker Mayfield returns to the Bucs on a 3-year, $100 million contract. It's not all guaranteed, so he's probably gonna get like 50 or 60 million, but still good for him, honestly. Like overall, very fair contract, I would say. The Bears are making big moves to build the team up. I don't even know what they're doing at this point. They signed Eagles safety Kevin Byard to a 2-year deal and DeAndre Swift to a 3-year deal. So it's the Chicago Eagles is what we're seeing. I think they're building around Fields at this point because we're going to get into it, but the other teams that needed quarterbacks that we were talking about that would trade for Fields have gotten their quarterbacks. So, I mean, Fields could still go to like Vikings, Raiders.
It'd be kind of weird to trade him in division to the Vikings.
Yeah,
the Raiders is the only one that really makes a whole lot of sense to me. But I
said Seahawks, but they're gonna draft probably.
I think both of those teams might end up drafting.
Yeah, so I think Fields will now end up staying. Hopefully they'll get Harrison and they'll have just the most disgusting.
I just don't see them drafting Harrison first overall.
It would make sense.
With Caleb on the board because you could just trade Caleb.
Yeah, you can trade him for a good receiver. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. For a different star receiver, so that's fair.
For another star receiver, just you could trade down to 5 or something.
And then Eagles are losing Fletcher Cox. He retired. So Eagles are losing quite a bit. Mac Jones to Jaguars. That's an interesting one for me, honestly. I think that one's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I put a little hot take. I think it's genuinely going to be a fight to start on that team. Knowing how shitty that Jaguars knowing how shitty
I do not agree with
that Jaguars organization is, and considering Mac Jones has nearly similar, if not better, stats in the past 2 years than Trevor Lawrence. There was a graphic yesterday that I sent to the group chat.
Trevor Lawrence had a bad year last year, but the year before that he had a very good season.
Yeah.
And Mac Jones, besides the fact that he didn't really
Mac Jones started strong and then he fell off the last 2 years.
Yeah, bad.
He did.
He was really bad last year.
Yeah. Chris Jones agrees to terms with Chiefs, unfortunately. You have to have another year of that.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns traded for Jerry Jeudy. So that one
could be
pretty
interesting.
Huge. It could be interesting. I'm still not sure what they're doing about their QB situation.
Yeah, they got to figure that out.
They're gonna let Deshaun start,
I guess, but
probably,
then if he gets injured again, Flacco's not gonna want to play, so it's risky.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers released Patrick Peterson. I think he should be a Texan, 100%.
I think he's trash and should retire.
He could definitely take a minimum, but they could use leadership and a good defensive piece at the same time. So
he's past his peak.
He's not a leader either. He's a crybaby.
I'm not a huge fan of him myself, but
after he didn't get a deal with the Cardinals, so he went and just
hopped around
on podcasts and talked bad about all the players.
Yeah,
which is weird.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that.
He's just insecure with the fact he was horrible that year and didn't get re-signed.
And then Jonnu Smith to the Dolphins.
That was a good one.
That one's a really interesting one.
I like that.
It's a pretty crazy pickup. The Broncos released Russell Wilson and Justin Simmons. Russ was expected, but not Justin Simmons at all.
Dude, the Broncos are cleaning ship, dude.
Yeah,
Justin Simmons.
It makes sense. They need to, honestly.
Yeah, why would
Which,
they
I mean,
keep
it kind of
trying?
sucks. You have to cut these guys and you're not getting anything out of them. But
at the same time,
they just need a restart.
Yeah. Why would you go
their
for
cap
mediocrity
situation is going to be bad this year with all the money they have to pay the guys, but that means in the upcoming years they're literally going to have 180 million open.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about that one.
I mean,
it makes a lot of sense to me.
For Justin Simmons, though.
Yeah. Why shoot for mediocrity again, though? It's
yeah.
Realistically, what are you gonna get out of them? Every team knows you're gonna have to rebuild, so it's
they traded a bunch of picks to get Russ.
Yeah,
go all in and sell the team next year if it doesn't work.
Well, they just got a new owner, didn't they?
I think you're actually right.
Walmart bought them out.
Walmart Broncos.
Yeah.
And then the Bills released Tre'Davious White and Jordan Poyer. That one is also kind of interesting. I guess they do need cap space, but it's just
soft rebuild.
Yeah, they're gonna be
and
sent
Gabe
to
Davis
some super
is gone,
teams
dude.
now.
That team's a little
shaky.
Team's rough now. Seahawks released Jamal Adams and Quandre Diggs. That one was also weird.
Do you guys think that there's a chance the Bills take like Brian Thomas?
Maybe.
Potentially.
They could try to get like Keon Coleman. That'd be filthy.
Yeah,
I think that's probably who they're shooting.
He might go a little higher than
I was gonna say, unless
they might trade up.
Get him.
Xavier Worthy.
I think he might go to the Chiefs, like you were saying.
Probably. It could be honestly either.
He's probably gonna go really high now, though. After all that,
I don't think
hype.
so.
I think
He wasn't that good in college.
Yeah, he just had a good combine.
He just ran really fast.
Yeah. And then Mike Evans is also back on the Bucks, 2-year, $52 million. So they're paying their guys from this year big bucks. I think they can actually do something with it.
I don't feel like they'll be able to compete.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I love.
I think
Baker
a big part of
Mayfield
that. I don't even
Bucks.
think it's like, especially with the Mike Evans signing, it's not even about like super about competing or anything. I think it's just Mike Evans is like big part of their revenue.
Mm-hmm.
Jersey sales. He's the front of the franchise.
And then one that I predicted early on in March, Russell Wilson went to Pittsburgh.
Makes the most sense.
Yeah,
makes sense.
I think they're
Atlanta
competitive this year.
They
I genuinely see the Steelers being competitive this year because all they were, it was a veteran quarterback away from competing in the playoffs.
watch the same thing happen, and we figure out that it wasn't just the Broncos organization. It was just Russell Wilson.
Okay, well, yeah. If in that case, then I'll admit that it was just Russ, but I don't think it was Russ.
Neither.
I'm kind of iffy on it. I feel like
when you really look into how much the ownership changed through those years, there was like 3 different head coaches while Russ was there. It's disgusting. You can't work with that.
Yeah, I don't think Russ was like the sole problem, but I do think
he definitely wasn't the problem. His stats were solid. He wasn't the one losing games. So
he put up Mahomes stats almost the whole regular season up until they fell off a little more. But I see them competing this year.
Maybe, I don't know.
Higgins.
Every team is getting stronger. So.
Yeah. That team is just already strong, though. They just had Kenny Pickett, who has more interceptions and touchdowns in his career, playing for them, so it's kind of hard to do anything.
It makes me sad, Kenny, dude. I thought
I really thought he would shape out. Like, I really did.
I was split on him. A lot of people were like...
It was when he first
When the thing about him having small hands came out, and everyone was like, it shouldn't matter if you have small hands, if you can do stuff like this, and it was like the fake slide video.
Yeah.
And then I saw it, I was like, having small hands is going to mess him up in the league.
And then T. Higgins is leaving the Bengals.
That doesn't really shock me.
Well, it's not confirmed. I don't know if he's really out. If they can't get anything good for him, they'll keep him for another year and try to re-sign him.
Where is he going to go?
The most
I think
sense.
Chiefs make sense. Just join your rival and beat your old team in the Super Bowl. They're going to three-peat if they get
the
anyone
Bills.
like him.
I think the Bills are probably going to sign him. I was thinking one of the two. But
I think for the Bills, though, they should keep Stephon Diggs and then bring in someone like Brian Thomas.
Yeah.
I actually still think that my idea when I made that off-season video a while ago of him going to the Bears still makes a lot of sense now.
It does, especially if they end up trading down, and then
team.
if they trade down and they end up somewhere like 10th or something like that, they focus on defense and then they just go get T. Higgins.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I don't know what T. Higgins' value is really going to be. I don't think it's going to be crazy. I don't think it's going to be
that high. No, I think
but I don't know. It just depends what you value it at, because I mean, Hollywood Brown went for a first-round pick.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was 2 years ago, so.
That's true.
I don't know. Maybe.
And then Eric Armstead, I put in all caps with like 10 question marks, leaving the Niners. I don't like that. That's stupid on his end.
Yeah,
like, unless you literally could care less about your actual career and all you want in your life is money. But who does that in the league?
Actually reminds me, though, the Bills could go ahead and go get Hollywood Brown if they wanted to.
I think
how much of a difference is he going to make, I think?
I mean, he had a solid season.
I'm not going to
2 years ago. What was it, like 2 years ago? He had like a great season.
Yeah, he did.
He's good. He's just...
He didn't have a great year this year, but
part of it.
I don't know where Eric Armstead plans on going.
He's just going to try and get a bag somewhere.
Cardinals, please.
I was going to say, he could definitely try to go to the Cardinals. He could just go to the Broncos or something.
If he, low-key, the Cardinals could slip into the playoffs. They could.
Oh, they easily could. That's what I was saying. I think they're going to be in the playoffs this year.
Outside?
I think, especially if Cardinals trade and draft right this year, they're going to be a playoff.
Which I think they will, because they drafted so good last year.
Yeah, I think they're going to draft great.
Because they need to be ready to win, I feel like, soon. Like,
I don't think so.
I think they got
Kyler's a lot of...
They have a couple years, but...
I think
no one else on that team really is.
Yeah, I wouldn't want rookies coming in though. I would want to try to go and get some trades if I can, especially with how the trade market is right now. There's some crazy stuff you can get something.
I still feel like they're young enough where they have like 2 to 3 years to draft, but I don't think any more than that.
Yeah,
and then you start to bring in some like.
I think by at least like next year, they'll be playoff team for sure.
Yeah,
but this year it might be stretching out.
And then Tony Pollard to Tennessee.
Makes sense.
I didn't expect that at all. Like, it makes sense considering I think we're bringing in Derrick Henry, but it's just
I don't know.
weird.
I'm blanking on their other running back's name.
Tyjae Spears?
Yes, he's really good. I think that'll be a good 2-back combo.
It's a good, short, fast duo. They don't have a power back now, though, which is what you need, as we saw last year with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard isn't a horrible power back. It's just
bad
like
power back.
He just had a bad season.
Dude, he's like one of the worst goal line running backs I watched last year by far. He has no power to him.
Yeah, I mean,
the dude got stopped like 6 different times for close game scenarios.
A lot of it is just play calling.
As a power back, I don't think he's the guy you want to bring in.
We should have used Rico Dowdle more than we used Tony Pollard last year, honestly. In a lot of the situations we had, but I think it's good for the Cowboys to get rid of him and to hopefully now get Derrick Henry back from Tennessee. So hopefully that's what happens.
Yeah, nice little swap.
You're gonna get into I feel like the biggest one all day.
We're getting close to those. Christian Wilkins to the Raiders on a 4-year, $110 million deal.
Dude, I wanted the Cardinals so bad, dude.
Yeah.
That's going to be a gross line.
Him and Max Crosby are nasty, dude.
That's going to be fun
That's arguably going to be the best
defensive actually just made me think about it, dude. That Dolphins defense is getting... Dude, that whole Dolphins team is getting torn apart.
A little bit. Not really. That's
Robert
the
Hunt is like
main thing.
Big part of that team.
Yeah. But the offense was the main part last year because they didn't have Jalen Ramsey. Like, without the defense being fully healthy, it just wasn't there.
Jalen Ramsey also fell off, so
he was decent when he came back.
Yeah, he's
and then Gabe Davis to Jacksonville, like you said earlier. That one's just something.
That's weird. I don't like it.
He gets to fight with the other receivers while Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence fight for the starting spot.
That just doesn't make sense to me because you have 2. Christian Kirk's good.
Yeah, they have 3 Gabe Davises on the team already, so why do you need a 4th?
I don't know about Gabe Davis.
Gabe Davis is on the team.
Okay, if we're going to do that game we did last time, Calvin Ridley is the Michael Jordan.
This is Megatron of Gabe Davises. That's honestly a completely fair take.
That is a fair take.
Gabe Davis is going to have the one game next year where he gets 6 touchdowns and has a crazy game.
And then everyone thinks Gabe Davis is super good, picks some opponents, their fantasy team, and then drops them in 2 weeks.
Packers signed Josh Jacobs. That's a pretty scary one, honestly. I don't like it. I just don't like seeing how good this Packers team is starting to get.
He's going to look weird in that Packers jersey.
I'm really excited for that,
weird.
Dude. I'm not going to lie. The Packers are going to make a run.
And then Aaron Jones is out, too.
Yeah, Aaron Jones got cut.
Jones even to the Cowboys would be pretty good for you.
I was thinking that, actually. I don't see that happening, though.
Where else could
if
he
we
go?
pick up Aaron Jones, I'll be pissed.
That actually sucks for him.
The Redskins now, I guess.
Yeah,
that they dropped, or they got rid of Antonio Gibson or whatever. It
makes
a lot of sense.
If he wants like a bag, then I guess.
Texans, maybe, I guess now. Probably not, though. He's probably not going to get too much for this now. The one that I genuinely had, or no, not yet. Kirk Cousins to Atlanta.
Yeah,
he fits in perfect.
That's the biggest one, honestly, in my book.
It's a very interesting one.
I think they're going to be really good.
I don't see much of.
I think they're
season than
they're at least 9 wins, high end 11.
Okay.
And a lot of that's just the division because the Saints are going to be bad again.
Yeah, that's fair. And then this one I actually had to look for myself because I just didn't believe it. Saquon to Eagles is just such a weird, unexpected thing. No one expected that. There's no way a single person genuinely thought that.
No. I saw a report about it I saw last
night. Texans made sense to me, but I saw that he met with them, but I still didn't think like.
Especially a rival like that. That's crazy.
Bro. I know. That's what else I was thinking.
They're killing him in New York, bro.
Yeah. Eagles have lost a lot, and they're consistently overrated, so I'm not scared still.
Making big splashes right now.
Yeah.
I think they're going to keep making moves.
They probably will, but so will every other team.
Once again, they're going to draft well like they've been the last few years.
They're going to do
they definitely could.
Still, so.
Yeah. I don't see them doing much. It's going to be the same as every year. They're just disappointing.
I think this could be like the year they make a run to potentially like deeper than they have. But I don't.
Not if the Cowboys get Derrick Henry.
You mean like win the Super Bowl?
I mean, I'm saying like deeper than they have like the past like
1 year.
Yeah, 1 year.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really see it, honestly. I think especially if the Cowboys do sign like Derrick Henry or even like ETN or someone. No.
If they got free agent?
ETN is a free agent.
I feel like he's gonna ask for too much for the Cowboys.
And
also, I don't know if ETN's really the guy you guys should be looking for.
No, I don't. Yeah. I don't either. But if we got him, it'd be.
I think he just wants some money on a mediocre team right now. To be honest.
I don't know. He had really good stats
weird next year.
Everything's gonna be
so
weird.
Exciting. Though.
Everything's gonna be mixed around and stuff.
It's gonna be cool.
It just says Devin Singletary. What happened with that?
Devin Singletary went to the Giants.
Oh yeah, Devin Singletary to the Giants.
It's actually a pretty good pickup.
The Giants are just
Giants. They're gonna be really bad next year, but
they're gonna
okay, I want to just. I'm sorry about this, but I saw this disgustingly bad mock draft where, for whatever reason, the Cardinals traded down with the Giants. The Giants were traded from 6 to draft J.J. McCarthy.
What the hell?
Like, nobody was going to draft him, so why would they trade him? It doesn't make any sense. And I commented it like 30 times. It was like a TikTok live. And he literally ignored like everyone asking why the Cardinals would trade down.
I would do at that point, bro. If you mess up that bad, just shut up about it. And then last one, the reason I got surprised was it just reminded me because of this trade. Gus Edwards to the Chargers is huge, but also reminded me that Eckler is also a free agent. So where is he going?
I think he might stay, to be honest.
They got Gus. Gus is good.
Gus
was
good.
Better than Eckler last year.
Eckler's just injury prone.
He is really
injury prone. I think they're gonna.
I'd say it outright. He's washed.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna re-sign him for something less because I feel like he likes.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
New coach, they might mix stuff around.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he's gonna maybe sign like 2-year, just see where it goes coaching wise.
I think at most a 1 year because he's running out of time to show that he even is worth anything at this point. Like he was really good last year, but after how awful of a decline he had this year, it reminds me of Sony Mitchell. Who had just a breakout crazy year, fantasy-wise too, and then was shit.
To be fair, though, Eckler's also been in the league for
he's been in the league for
10
a long
years.
time. Yeah.
So
Sonny Mitchell
he's already at
very
his
long,
NFL expiration date. So
yeah,
it really doesn't shock me that he's not playing that well.
Yeah, I mean, who knows how long he even has left in the league on top of
a
just
year
being
or two.
Good. So
there's a chance.
At that point, it's kind of just up for grabs. But that just about goes through everything we had.
Let me go through them.
I'm not sure if there's anything else. We'll check really quickly just to make sure. But there's something. Raiders agree to terms with Gardner Minshew. Okay, that's
I just saw this
interesting.
rumor. Raiders are kicking the tires on potential trade for Justin Fields.
Let's go. Justin Fields will be
Jaguars
staying.
are signing Devin Duvernay.
Okay. So for the most part, everything like super major, but we appreciate you guys for watching, and we will see you next week.